Let me mansplain.
Oh my god. Becky, look at her.
It's the Let Me Mansplain Podcast.
Hello?
Yo, I will sync it up. No, but I have seen. I'm not gonna say it on the pod.
What?
Or maybe I'll bleep it out so it sounds funny. I have seen a tweet that said it would say, "Vera, why did you decide to date?" Some shit like that.
Oh shit!
Don't even put that in the fucking show, bro.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous, niggas. Was sensational, but not that. That actually wasn't that sensational, to be honest. It wasn't that sensational. It was lukewarm sensationalism. We've been a lot more sensational, man. But anyway, do you know what's very sensational? The shit that we were talking about off air. Let's actually get straight to it, man. What is with this bullshit?
You see, my problem is I actually want to talk about this in depth. So I want us to at least intro the pod. Like, this is the first time you're not going to talk before the pod.
Alright, no, you know what? Come ye, for it is plentiful on this side. Because once again, you know where you are, you know what this is, you know it's always going to be. The world's most sensational podcast, the Let Me Mansplain Podcast, with yours truly, Fear Bavaria, in your area.
Oh, this is Wesley Sniper shooting from a distance like Roberts.
Run it back.
You know what threw me off? This nigga didn't have any sauce, no spice, nothing.
All right. Run it back. Let's run it back. Take two. Man, this is the world's most sensational podcast.
That's Portuguese.
No, it is the world's most sensational podcast. No. It's the world's most sensational podcast. The Let Me Mansplain Podcast where...
Let's shuffle the deck today. Let me start. Yo, man, this is Wesley Sniper. Next.
This is Fear Bavaria in your area. Come with the word of God because I'm a God carrier.
He said niggas
coming in between the things.
We are not organized today.
Okay, wait, let's run it. Let's run it back. This is the last time.
Okay, since yours is the longest, you'll go last.
Alright.
This is Wesley Sniper shooting from a distance like Roberto Carlos.
He said
and this is Fear Bavaria in your area. I ain't light skinned, but she's fairer.
No.
Even Uncle Ruckus looked at you weirdly.
No, man, but man, this is a bring of truth drop of isms coming at you live from the world's most sensational podcast where everything goes just as long as you can mansplain it. We up.
Yeah. Now, they were basically having discussions about the Red Power Ranger. Who's the Red Power Ranger in the
Bro,
in the
my
group,
God. Oh, my
in
God.
Groups.
Like, but the men, them are not Power Rangers. What is with you, Heinz? And I want to date the leader of the friend groups. Look, I get when there's an ice boy. You don't want the ice boy of the man, them. That's one thing. But this leader, like, niggas, when is the next democratic elections? When are we electing the leader? Who's going to be the president?
Now, I want Joel to speak about this because I have a totally different view on this. So, Kane, what do you think about the leader, or is there a leader in male friendship groups?
If there is, then you guys are in a bitch ass.
You're in a boy band.
Damn.
You're in a boy band.
You want direction.
Why are niggas competing to? Why are you niggas competing to be like? Okay, like I take it from our crew. We fuck with each other because we fuck with each other because we're men.
Right.
And we have things that we
yeah.
But we still fuck with each other. Now I'm a boy band cruise. Why? Is it
Boys
because
to men.
Damn.
there's one guy that we all look up to?
Life.
I'm sorry.
West Life.
Aye, bro. No.
You know,
niggas moving formation. I want it
that way. Tell me why.
Sensational.
But look, this is the thing though, right? Where I'll give them credit is that no, Lalela. I think even with every group, there's like niggas are good at different shit, right?
Facts.
So there'll be a moment like when we're around Hans where one nigga has great general knowledge and he's just gonna be spouting stuff. So he's gonna look in that moment like he's the nigga that's holding this. Then the other day we'll be playing football or something with the mandem, and this one will be dribbling everyone, and then it will look like he's the. And then on the other day, there's the nigga who's patterned up with his financial situation, so he's gonna look like in that case. But if you're really boys, you're not gonna be making a nigga an ice boy. Go get this from the whip or do this.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I realized. I would say when I read it at first, I was like, how? But then especially it's like sending a nigga to the store. It's like we all decide or we all go together.
Yo,
that's the type thing.
Or if you're on the way, we'll text you with say, Chief, we're missing so and so. Please
pick it up.
It's not like
that simple.
It's not that deep. It's not. You see, the thing is about that the Power Ranger of the squad is, bruh, the whole looking. I hate that whole looking up to one, and niggas always have to play their role. You know what I'm saying? You know.
And you know what's another thing about that? I think niggas picked up on this, and this is why niggas switch up when they're in front of women.
Thank you.
They try to act like, bro, what's going on, bro? And then they try to play it up, and it's like...
Now, let me actually play devil's advocate.
Sure.
It makes sense, actually. That tweet makes 120% sense in my head, because at first I was like, how? Which group has this? There's actually a lot, because remember, Twitter's the streets. So in street groups, in those fuckboy groups, there will always be a leader, and there will always be a deputy, and then there's followers.
The rest of the mandem.
So it makes sense because that person was probably speaking from that perspective. It makes sense. About all these groups and all that shit, all these niggas that are always together.
Oh yeah, Instagram followers and all that shit counts.
There's always going to be a leader, a deputy. They interchange from time to time. We saw it in high school. We also saw it in high school.
Niggas were out here being Destiny's Child, and everyone wanted to be Beyonce.
It's not even that. Niggas didn't want to be Beyonce because they didn't have the thing that Beyonce had. That's the problem. Because you automatically assume position when you're in the crew.
Remember?
Yeah, I get
there's
you.
a famous crew that I'm gonna allude to. Remember its place. We went to school with them.
Yeah.
Remember them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, you use that crew as an example, and one of them, mind you, I just found out only lost his virginity when he was like 20. I was like, huh?
So sad.
And it's someone you wouldn't expect.
Oh, bro,
and that's my thing about
maybe it's devotion.
Devotion, I'm a simp. This nigga was one of the. He was the most.
Oh, like he was
the most.
Oh, like he was on some. I get all them gal and whatnot.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And he's one of. He's even till today. He's one of the niggas we even in the hood. When you look at him, you give him that respect. But when he's around his niggas, you like,
he's an ice boy.
So you the bitch nigga, yeah.
Okay.
You're a real nigga when you're around us, but you're a bitch nigga around some. Okay.
So it's that thing of you don't want to be a pussy in front of. So I get that from the Hans, but bro, I'm not gonna take. No. But I'm not gonna take shit from people who can't even speak up when the hair salon person isn't even doing the shit properly. Who can't even speak up at the nail salon talking about you want an alpha male.
At the barbershop, dog. It's because it's like you see with me when I used to go to the barbershop, or what do we call it here in SA? Salon.
Niggas go past those. Oh my friend.
Oh my friend. Sure. So when I used to do that, everyone knew when I walked in, hey, here's this nigga that never leaves until the shit is right.
Right,
everyone looked at me funny whenever I walked in because they knew, and they asked me, okay, did they do it properly this time?
Yes, you gotta.
Because they knew what they, bro.
And I never get the thing with black people of not learning how to complain, because why are you taking less than 100% service? Because when it's time to pay, you're not paying. They're not being like, oh no, you can kind of pay. You can. No, I'm not gonna be like, no, it's kind of alright. No. I'll put the money on the table, bruv. Give me my thing.
Like they gaslight you and say, well, no, it's really not that, bruh. I can see it for myself. You can't tell me that.
Even if it's not that bad, if you think it's not that bad, if I'm giving you my money, I need to be satisfied.
Exactly.
Pause.
No, that's actually quite good.
No, like it's actually true. Even in the sexual market.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right then.
But wait, let's close off that thing. We'll see. There's no such thing as a red Power Ranger.
No, there is. There is. We're just not Power Rangers.
Unless it's a fuckboy group and they all do shit together. Niggas can't do shit without each other. You know that crew.
But they exist. Then don't say that they don't. They exist.
It's just
we don't identify.
And the thing is, right? I wouldn't say there's no hierarchy between us. Like that's why I went back to the thing of it's in certain things, because in certain things I know I'm better than you. I know Guti, okay, in there's certain things you're better than us. I know that who wears the certain thing you're better. So when I need some game or some ism on a certain some, I'll come to you like, hey, Exe, I'll go to you, hey, except.
That's why for me it's always like weird for when niggas, and I always feel it's weird for niggas not picking each other up, and they are friends. Yeah, well,
Sure.
they're close to each other, but then they talk to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they become bitches, bro. Like, literal bitches when they do the Power Rangers move.
And they have like subgroups. They have subfolders.
Oh,
Exactly. That's the thing.
Oh,
It's
man.
So
And if your joints is what it is and it's good and what it is, you guys are all still the same, and like you guys come back together and say this happened.
Also,
Even if, let's say, like, for example, my bed's country.
No,
let's say
bro,
the
no
three of
worries.
us.
yeah.
There's the three of us. Myself and K.A.N.E do something, or me and Bavaria do something. We'll still come back and say, bruh, when me and Bavaria went here, when me and K.A.N.E did this.
Bruh, and then there's not this weird, no, you best friends with him more than me. That's the man them have gotten really soft. That's what and then there's the one where there's a nigga you know more than I do. I don't know him that well, but and you bring him around. And now I'm gonna act weird because now you're suddenly friends with someone else. That's niggas need to just put the tampon in and get over it. That's
Because
tampon boys, what the fuck? Yes, now that I think about this. No, let's think about this, bro. Let's deep this. Let's actually starting to vex me,
Sensational.
bro. Niggas are very pussy these days. Because even now for photo shoots now, you even want niggas to be aesthetically pleasing. Now you bad bitches together.
that's
Come on,
like, you see, like, especially with the
That needs to
pictures,
go in the
bro.
intro.
yeah, see.
My first thoughts were
God, the tampon boys is going on. Niggas are soft and supple. And now niggas can't hang out on every day of the month because they need to make sure the cycles are aligning.
bruh.
Like say, yeah,
It's like you see, it's like when you touch down somewhere with your homies. My first thought isn't, okay, let's take a picture to secure the.
Oh my god.
My phone
Yes,
is in
niggas,
my pockets.
have we even ever taken a picture?
Bruh, I don't even take selfies.
Bro, why would you take a picture of yourself?
I don't even take selfies.
I get it.
A real man takes a selfie every 3 years.
Why?
Yeah.
Just to identify that I'm alive. People here, look. And you post it for 1 minute, 1 day, then you take it off.
No, bro, you have to take a selfie once every 5 years to know that you're down when the president changes stuff.
Just to see how you look and just to see, hey, I've changed. Okay, sure.
Even
Throw it
profile
away.
pictures on social media, dog. I don't really change them shits that often.
I don't even have one. Well, on Twitter, I just
No, I'm
changed
talking
it.
about like WhatsApp and
On WhatsApp, I don't even have one. Like, it's getting to a point where, at the end of the day, as a man, you have to be busy. About busy. Do something. Do something.
Yeah, I get it. But I
So
just
now
think,
you're trying to prop up your Insta page for what?
no, but I think having
unless it's for business.
having an online presence, an online footprint, and an online
Now
portfolio.
you're making money.
It does aid, or like it aids every endeavor you have, business wise. Obviously, them it does, and also if you just want to reach out and touch
And
base with other
gents.
niggas.
Like photographers and all them. I
Yeah,
understand
you
that.
get gigs and whatever,
But
but
if you're not like in those industries or whatever, and you now want
it's just
to-
for pussy.
That's
for
facts.
pussy.
That's
It's for
facts.
pussy.
But as you came mentioned
Soft
something,
and supple niggas, man.
Kane mentioned something when he said something about this one dude being a virgin, or he was a virgin until he was 20.
Yo,
I realized, or let me ask you guys, is there such a thing as big virgin energy?
yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
They act
wait,
like they know everything.
it's not that. It's not that.
They act like they celebrate sex like it's this big thing. Like, oh, I just got some pussy yesterday.
No.
Oh, I just this.
That's not what I mean. Let me mansplain.
Mansplain.
Let me
Mansplain, alright.
Big virgin energy / fake virgin energy. It's like this. People use the energy, or people know how to emulate the energy of a virgin just to make it seem as if they're innocent.
Oh, so that's a Gan thing.
No. Men do this shit. Like, okay, men won't do it on purpose. But men will also try to act naive towards other people that they think are naive.
Oh, rough
Just to
shot.
try and say, to know, like, this other nigga, like, hey, bitch nigga. This other nigga's like,
Oh,
he's like, oh no, this girl was talking to me about car sex. Do I care? You wanted her to talk about that shit. You want to fuck that chick too. So why are you trying to act like you're a prefect and say, no, you can't say that, bruh? Don't try.
Oh,
to
it's
dumb
those
yourself.
niggas. It's those niggas who need girls to spit a game to him. They want Bafunu Koko now, but they also want to be shared.
And then when you look at it from the chick's perspective, for them it's kind of
preservation.
more skill.
It's more skill.
It's fucking finesse. And
It's
like,
finesse.
if you're a nigga that can't see, it's okay, like you have to have gone through life a bit, and then their energy.
You have
will
to
show
taste it. You have to have taste. Because there's one thing. It's being an Uber driver, a male stripper, a side nigga, or somebody's sister. That is the ultimate crash course to see through the veneers of all that bullshit. If you've been one of those things, bro, because Uber drivers, bro, they get the gal who's gonna sit in the backseat, talk to a man, watch the chick drop off the other nigga at the Boiz, talk to the next man, which I'm coming to see you. He's going to be the middleman. He's going to be the plug delivering the coochie to all the different places.
Yep.
If you have a sister, you've watched your sister talk to a nigga on the phone, acting like she's all emotional, whatever, but she's laughing on the other end, doing all that type of stuff. And also growing up around women, you'll see it. If you've been a side nigga, I get that one is the most in-depth.
Bruh, like not to
in-depth
not to
education.
get too far off of everything. Speaking about side niggas, just a momentarily. Niggas, stop giving chicks that you're not fucking money, bruh. Listen, I told these niggas I was drinking yesterday. That's where I got the 6-pack from her, from his money.
Sensational.
Yeah. That's very
To gel it in at the same time with the first topic, I brought the naive nigga topic.
Yeah.
My sisters, like Bavaria said, right? I had some OG sisters, right? And they would play the game, dog.
Yes,
even my younger sisters, bro. I know them. They're OG. They know how to handle themselves. So much so that we don't even worry about them. So much so that when they were, I remember when I was younger, right? There was this one dude who loved my sister, and she knew that he was a church nigga, right? Like he was one of those stupid,
man.
I remember she said,
yeah,
she was talking about
he does stir.
Man.
Church ass nigga loved her, did everything for her, bro. This one time, I was like, let's test the powers, right? I was like, I'm trying to chicken Nando's. Oh, you feel me better, dog?
Yes.
I was like, no way. So niggas really are like
Thank
this.
you.
So niggas are like this,
Bro, I and you see that education, bro. That education, imnandi, because you didn't have to pay for it.
Exactly.
It just came to you. Like for example,
like,
Mina, I got that very we call that cousin sisters.
Bruh, I'm trying to
Bruh, sensational. We're cooking. Just like the lady at Nando's, bro. I'll be here a week.
Sensational.
the fake virgin energy is
bro, and
it's because they think that my best culture is they think that they can play the game that the way women play the game.
No, you cannot.
So now it's like no. If you're gonna act naive, 90% of women can play the game because we've said this a million times. They were taught since they were young. So they're gonna use that shit against you. Every single chick, everyone.
And the thing, it's used on multiple things. And this is what the sister point is that they'll use it away from, like, you know this thing, like, the chivalry alarm, bro. Your chivalry alarm doesn't get set off as much if you have sisters, because when your sister tries to act weak and stuff, it's like, chill, man. Chill, man.
There are moments where literally, where I was when I was young, right? And there were like girls that you know when you start goo goo gaga, you go goo goo gaga over a chick, and then your sister looks at you and she's like, really? That chick, and you're like, oh, but she's hot, and she's like, really? Now, come on. Now.
Also, it demystifies because you see when you see your sister crusty, it's like, you know, when you don't see something, you don't really think it exists. It's like if a tree falls in the forest, doesn't really make a sound, but we out here with the tree within the forest, seeing it make the sound. So when you see like your sister moving unglamorously, like this is how old chicks move. Especially when you see niggas go mad over her in public, and then you're like, niggas, really? Like, what is this?
Like, really? That's the one.
And then also at the same time, like I was saying, that chivalry thing of, oh, what was me? Oh, please I feel like Nando's. Oh, I'm like, get it your damn self, nigga. I don't give a damn.
Right, it's not even that. It's the thing of calling me without asking me. There's many different avenues. Like, you don't just call me. You don't know where I am. You don't know who I'm with.
Like,
So now, if I'm with another chick and then you're busy calling me, you're gonna fuck up my shit. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Don't call me. Don't do that. Don't text me. Don't. Not the text part, but don't call me randomly. I'm not your nigga. Especially if you haven't, like, bro, I'm not playing your game. That's one thing that K.A.N.E really tried to stop me from doing once. He tried to stop me from doing this like last month. I had to blow up a whole situation because I wanted the message to go across the whole board. Where there was a couple that was trying to play me.
A couple.
yes.
They were trying to add me. A couple, guy and girl, trying to play me. I knew the girl then. Or I know both of them, but then I know the girl more. So they tried to play me in a way of adding me in their drama. So very early, I made it very clear to the nigga, because I don't talk tough to girls. To the nigga would say, fuck out of here, stamp. And I knew that he was gonna run and tell her. So then now she's walking on eggshells with me, because she now understands, would say, no, I can't drag this nigga into, because she started it, right? She started the whole mess. So now she understands that I can't drag this nigga into the mess. I had to end it. K.A.N.E was like, nah, leave. I'm like, I see where the problem started. For that to stop, and me, I don't like frenemy. See, that's what I said, going back to the beginning. I don't play this frenemy bullshit. I don't play this, I stop things immediately. I don't have time and energy for this dumb shit.
You know what that is? What you displayed there. You displayed PPM, but the good PPM. Not poor penis management, but pristine penis management. Because most men, when they see that, they see a gap to get some pussy from this hun away from that nigga. Because once you put another nigga in your drama, niggas will play it for
Nah, but wait, hold up. Okay, I get you, you're right, but he didn't put himself in the drama.
That's what I'm
just
saying.
Said they put him in the drama.
Yeah.
But niggas would have taken the opportunity.
No, here's my thing, is that don't play with my name.
I feel you.
So you're gonna feel as if I can use him at any time. I'm trying to stop it. So I'm not gonna talk to a chick. I'm gonna go straight to the dude and be like, nah, stop the shit.
Nigga did the Will Smith thing correctly. Instead of saying keep my wife's name out your mouth, keep my name out your mouth.
It's really that. No, literally. I did.
Sensational.
No, as you should, dog, because your wife's name.
Bruh, I don't even give a fuck. Like, okay, but like, just I know we're veering off topic now, but like, just to cap it off from what he said, I think where these niggas now lose the plot a lot. And the whole naive thing, right, is I don't know what it is. You're trying to seem as if you're innocent, right? You're giving off this fake. Bro, at some point you're going to. Your true inner self is going to pour out so much so that's why these niggas end up beating chicks. I don't want to point that out. That's why these niggas end up beating chicks.
Yeah, because they start off acting like, oh no, I'm not this nigga,
You know what I'm saying?
Eventually, as time goes on, they start showing who they really are.
Yeah, right. But I mean, NJ, my thing is always, bro, I think beating a woman is actually a good topic as men to talk about. Beating a woman is always a sign of being a soft nigga. And what I mean by that is, if a chick is acting incorrect, just calm her.
Leave. What the fuck are you still
Why
there?
you
Just
here?
go.
Like,
and I always ask myself, why are you there entertaining that?
because you see that's PPM.
Right, bro.
Because nigga doesn't know where he's gonna get it. He doesn't know where else he's gonna get it from. So he's just gonna hold on to it. Don't go, but you need to behave. It's like. If you want to act a fool, it's fine. You're free to act a fool, just not around me. Do whatever you want, just not around me.
Hey, bro, like...
But gents, speaking of pussy ass niggas, I was thinking to myself, okay, people that do this, I don't think are pussy ass niggas, but I was singing a song from Nasty C's Bad Hair Extensions, and then it just came into my mind where I saw that news about that basketball player who got dread extensions. What do you guys think? Wait, would you guys ever get hair extensions?
No.
If you guys want to make dreads or...
No.
Okay, wait. If you guys had my hairline...
Damn.
Would you guys get extensions?
Yo, no, this is the thing, bro.
Would you guys get extensions? Like, as in, what's in Shayi? Yeah, well...
Me,
Stitching.
personally, nah, man. Nah, man. Because if it gets there, I'm just shaving it all off, let the beard thing do the thing, and
Like,
keep
you
it
really
moving.
think that's Drake's thing?
Yes. No, Drake can grow some, like...
Yeah, you know...
No, but he had the afro back in the day, of course, but then the transition of his haircut to the hearts to the braids was very quick.
But he took some time off the
But
camera.
also,
I
yeah,
guess.
we didn't see. I was about to say we didn't see the nigga for a while. But
Yeah.
nah, bro, there's a lot of niggas that add extensions to their
I
hair.
don't think it's a bad thing because, like, I think
I ain't getting it, bro.
no. Let me land. I think traditionally, as gents, looking nice has never been the thing you want to do, but let's not act like it doesn't give you the advantage. It doesn't give you the re-up. So if you're trying to look nice to be a bad bitch, I think that is corny. But the part of it that I rate is that you are getting your shit together. You are patterning up. So you're doing what you need to do to get where you need to go. I think it's a bit corny, but you know what? Do you, bro?
We're talking about extensions here, right?
Sure.
Niggas, no. Even if you are trying to super fly or whatever, like a pimp. Look, I'll use Cat Williams as an example. Remember Cat Williams? Cat Williams had a nice set of hair, but it was his.
But I don't
You
think...
didn't have to extend. Don't get extensions. What are you, a bad bitch?
But bro,
Oh,
listen.
Oh.
If we say no to extensions, we have to say no to rented cars as well because it's the same thing.
No.
No.
Hold on.
What's the principle here?
Hold on.
Wait.
Here's the difference. With the
Right.
car, that's kind of different because there aren't many feminine cars out there. So
Right,
most cars, and also the use of the car is just to get you from A to B. And in this situation, when you're adding the extensions, usually, okay, besides the toupee, the only thing left is straight extensions. Like apparently back in the day, they always used to tease Jason Derulo for getting extensions. Even my sister was like, no, we got extensions. I'm like, I don't know that, bruh, but okay, that's nice to know. But that's a feminine thing to do, to add on to make your hair longer type thing. It's like, as Umjita, we have set hairstyles that we can do. If you got look at Neo. Neo's hairline's bad.
Damn.
She's got Charlemagne. Hairline sucks. She's got, I'm sure Marsh Chestnut too. She's got,
Let it go.
You know what I'm saying? Let it go.
Let it go.
Oh, have some niggerness about you. Yes, I understand what you can show. You want to get, if you want, even, I'm not mad at dreads. I'm not even mad at dreads. Because it's like, if you have the hair for it, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, you're going to add on just so it can grow. Even a South African rapper did it too. Let's see. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on? Like,
but I don't think
just
I'm
grow
that
out,
bothered.
bro.
I'm not that bothered, honestly, because it's like,
yes, okay.
Because for example, right? It's like the like you said, you have to have a bit of niggerness about you, like that factor of being like a man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to realize there's different flavors, and like I'll make an example. Prince, bro. Prince was
Gangster.
a feminine
Gangster.
Like you see what I'm saying? But you see how his flavor was.
No. But honestly, you're right. Because all those niggas were that flavor at that time. Most of them.
You see,
90%
Michael J.
Michael Jackson.
You see, back in those days, those niggas were, all those niggas were, come on, Cat Daddy, come on, Groovy, and like all that shit.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not traditionally masculine, like,
No,
Get away from that.
No, wait, let me
That was a
land.
time zone.
Yeah, I get the time zone. But if you could still pull that off now. Like, Cat Williams, you can still pull that off now, and you can do everything.
No,
that
it's
you
because he
can.
was raised off of that generation.
Yes. And the fact is,
That doesn't exist today. Today, you have to be gay in order to be saucy.
Wait. I don't
Bill
get-
Superfly.
No, there's a difference between saucy in terms of having that
style.
and then there's like, you know, when you're older, like your confidence is just through the roof. There's a huge difference between that.
Like,
bro.
Okay. There's the one thing I've been seeing as of late is I think it's very corny, but I think it's that but it's teetering the line. But this thing of niggas painting their fingernails, that one is teetering the line, but it can work, but it also feels a bit
Gay!
Here's my thing.
yeah.
With like,
It's walking the line of saucy and zesty. You feel what I'm saying?
there we go. Yeah, that was the other one I was looking for. Zesty is the more towards the gay side, and then saucy is more of the drip side.
Yeah.
My thing is, I say you can get your nails clipped and like shaved or whatever they call it, filed,
The
and all
manicure
that shit.
thing.
Fine, but to like
Paint them.
to paint them, I don't understand. But they said most guys get the clear one. The
clear coat.
Whatever.
I'm not talking about clear coats.
I don't care about the clear coat too much on other niggas, not on me. But at the same time, it's like once you start adding color and you're like, okay, you want people to see, you want what's going on, guys?
You're being eccentric, like I'm saying. And that, like the thing that Kevin Samuels used to do, like he'd wear suits and then he'd wear that pink fur coat on top, and that shit looks
Gangster.
That shit looks clean. That was clean. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you see, even like Deontay Wilder, when he came out like that open top, it's like a button up, right? It's open all the way down the chest, and you had like a fur coat, like that leopard skin fur coat thing.
But we did say there's a difference between saucy and zesty.
But you see that's a sauce with a little bit of the zesting on it.
No.
It's like a sprinkle.
Listen, Maji. I think it's even with we started at hair. Let me just use hair again.
Sure, Cat Williams,
bruh. Like we said, with the hair thing, we are forcer when you're adding thing, and that with extensions, and that's what we're trying to get to. He even spoke about this in a special, Kippy Pimpin', the first one. He said, "Bro, this is my real." He even bounced it. This is my real shit. You motherfuckers get cut it, bro. It's like a statement, and on its own,
okay,
it's real. On its own, it's a statement. So if you're trying to fake it, even to those niggas, it's like, hey, you trying to be like us? You ain't got it like that, son.
And see, even the hand gestures you making,
hey, bro, because I know them,
you see, and that's exactly the point I'm trying to make. Is that, like, when we look at drip, right? There's like a spectrum. You can be like super masculine with the drip, and you can be like a little bit of saucy, zesty thing. But not necessarily you're a zesty nigga. You're not gay, you're not whatever. You're still like a man's man, but you move on to zest. Even your lingo, the way you talk.
Zest is still zest. It's still orange juice, my nigga. Zest is
zest.
No.
Zest is suspect.
Zest is just suspect straight. Sauce, when you're saucy, you're Prince. You're MJ. You know, MJ was a crip. Michael Jackson was a crip, bro. Come on, like
Cat Williams. These are all gangsta
smooth ass niggas, but then they knew they shit.
All right.
And also, I realized we would say niggas who do that, like K.A.N.E said, would say you're trying to act like someone else. When women put on different hair, they become someone else.
Exactly.
When men do that, you're still the same fucking person.
Alright, yeah, okay, I understand.
You still can't have the drip of a pimp if you're gonna go ahead and
be a pussy. You're gonna be a pussy because it's gonna come through. Yeah,
it's gonna come through, bro.
It's like going in under the knife. Like, chicks can do BBL or whatever, but if you're a nigga and you go get a six-pack implant, bicep implants, that's some okay, no, sensational. No, that's a thesis, bro. That's a common nigga thesis, bro. Sensational.
We went so heavy on hair.
Yo, dog, yeah, good in general, faking appearance things, bro. It's just not it. It's just not it.
Especially something that's supposed to be natural. It's like, for me, since my hairline is gone, Chisco vel or brush vel, because I know this was my look my whole life, bro. And everyone knows me to be that nigga. So
if you wear thick Air Forces to look taller, we'll let you have it. But if you go under the knife to do the leg breaking shit,
that's too much. Now you're just showing your insecurities.
No, I got you.
But there's a bit. I won't lie. This is kind of toxic, but we're right though. It's toxic masculinity, but we're right though. We're extremely correct. This thing of saying, I know niggas supposed to just, but we're right though. Because, like, honestly, I'm so tired of in society, like, we need to get back to someone saying, hey, bro, stop that shit.
You know why we're never gonna get that? Because, bro, we like this shit. You know what? It's because everyone wants to get away with doing the shit, so we all looking the other way. Because they all look the other way for me, so I'll look the other way for you. Because imagine, you're a thief, you're a killer, I'm corrupt. I'm a kidnapper, corrupt, whatever. Once I'm kidnapping the mess out of shit, you can't come to me like, hey, stop doing that. Because I'm like, hey, nigga, did you kill a nigga last week?
Exactly.
And then when K.A.N.E comes, like, hey, nigga, didn't you just steal like $1 billion? So when you stealing your billions, you still want to steal your billions. So when you see me kidnapping, you're going to be like, shit, that's kind of fucked up, but alright, nigga. You know what? You do you, bro. I'm going to be like, you do you, bro. That's why no one wants to say, hey, stop that shit. Because the moment anyone who says stop that shit, everyone's going to come to you like, okay, what are you doing? So we all have to be able to say,
exactly.
I'm fucked up, but that's fucked up. You can't do that. I'm fucked up, but that's also fucked
like
up.
Way fucked up.
That's fucked up.
The principle of the pointing finger, where if you point one finger at someone,
three
other fingers are pointed back at you. That doesn't exist anymore in today's society.
No, it does exist, and it should exist, because I need to acknowledge 3 fingers are pointing back at me because I'm not perfect, and I don't need to be perfect to call some bullshit out.
Here's my thing, though. My only theory about everything that you guys ever had to say. I don't ever fight it. I don't care about the shit. And the only thing that I ever points a finger towards is when I see someone else getting hurt by your actions.
That's my thing.
That's the only part where I'm like, okay, now you fucked up.
When you're starting to do a madness, then that's when it's like, all right, man,
When other people are getting
when people are getting hurt.
Also, another thing is that when your behavior is boosting a hurt behavior, like you can do whatever you want, but have some shame. You know what I'm saying? Like do your shit in closed doors, because I'll make it a wild
That is kind of true.
like for Nimbeza, bro. Like if you're a nigga and you enjoy it when women peg you, bro, with the dildo. That's fine, my nigga. Do your thing, but stop making it a public thing. Don't be proud about it. Have some shame, bro.
And also, everyone keeps talking about, oh yeah, I eat ass. Now there's monkeypox.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, so now.
Yeah! That is too sensational. Right?
Sensational.
That is very sensational, bro.
We know exactly who to stay away from now. So thank you for telling us that you eat ass. So we
Bro,
know to stay away from
and that's the thing, bro. This is the thing. Cause like also the thing slides, hey?
What, the dick inside the ass?
He said it was gay, so what?
Oh,
Whoa!
where are we?
Wait! Is
Hey,
that what you meant when you said shoot him like a?
What?
Guys! Stop it! Stop it!
I want to know what slides.
No, I'm saying, Gucci, the morality slides, bro. Because at the beginning, we're letting this one thing go, and then the nigga's gonna add his thing, and then we're gonna say, like, you know the thing, when the slope is slide, bro.
The nigga will use words he don't really know.
Yeah, guess this.
It's gonna be like, it's like a slide thing, it's gonna move, and then we'll go away for 5 minutes, we'll come back, it's moved 5 centimeters, then we'll go for a week, it's moved a meter, we're like, whoa, when did this happen? We go away for a year, it's 5 kilometers down.
That's true.
Cause think about it, bro. We started eating pussy was such a taboo thing. That was such a taboo thing.
Growing up, it was so weird.
And bro, we still did it behind closed doors. Like, and now
And you just exposed it.
and no, I eat pussy. It's fine. I eat pussy. We all eat pussy, but
y'all niggas call me Muffman.
Okay,
Y'all niggas call me Muffman in high school.
It's a very funny story, but anyway, let's go.
see, but the thing is, when we do that and we do it behind closed doors, we still keep the standard, right? We still keep the standard. The standard is still kept. It's like, shit, that's a bit fucked up, but I do it. But anyway, let's move it. But now, by saying we all hold hands together and say we all eat pussy, now it's made the niggas who eat ass come out there with their closet. And then niggas were like, no, you know what, guys? Having a threesome with 2 niggas is not that bad, actually. And then the niggas are adding more and adding more and adding more and adding more. Now you get to the point like, pedophilia is not that bad, guys.
Bruh,
You see what I'm saying?
I get you.
The thing of we all need like
sensitizing ourselves to.
exactly we can't make it like subjective. We just need to say right, wrong, done.
But it's like
If you're doing wrong, you do it behind closed doors.
But it's like what I just said, bro. Like what I just said. Okay. I'll excuse excuse the ass eaters. Why?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Because no, guys, that's I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to use an example. Guys, don't ever do that. I'm saying I want to excuse the ass eaters because they do their thing behind closed doors and they do it with someone. And I was trying to get to the point that I was saying they don't hurt anyone, shame. But now with people who pedophilia, no, hold up. People with pedophilia, you're hurting someone there. There's someone else who's involved. That's what I was trying to say.
Right.
There's extremes. There's degrees to things, Jabo. That's why I'm saying let's excuse the ass eaters badly.
No, yeah, but I'm only looking at the action. And obviously for the pedophilia, the action itself is a problem.
Wrong. And it's full.
It's full. But like, oh, this is a deep.
No, wait. Before you get too deep with the pause. But my what I was saying about eating ass wasn't that it was wrong. We're saying that since you want to glorify, like, since
don't glorify.
No, it's not about not glorifying it. It's because Bavaria, like you said, Bavaria, that's even eating pussy was taboo back in the day. So even eating ass used to be taboo. Now it's up in public for everyone. But it's like we don't need to know that.
Yes.
Number one. But now we'll see if you have monkeypox. If you.
Sensational.
Do you guys know there's something called an ass tray?
No.
An ashtray, you put it underneath you while you're eating ass when she shits.
Oh, you nasty.
And
Stop it, man! Hey, bro! Hey, Dad, this is someone here. It's a picture.
I've seen the picture before. No. It was like 2 black people.
Bro, what's your search history like, bro? What? Yo, your search history
No,
is
the
mad.
algorithm.
Wait, for algorithm to happen, you need to start
because you
somewhere.
were watching
I know.
No, bro. Somebody has to train for it to get onto your algorithm.
Watching the macaque.
Bruh,
Yes, because even under the comments, everyone was like, "Oh no, this is who you guys share Hubley with." I remember that comment.
Oh, and you see, that's where the ass eating thing hurts people because now you're eating ass.
Monkeypox.
Sensational.
Bro, but the thing was of sharing plants with niggas, bro. Sharing plants with niggas and Hubley and those shit, bro.
Yeah, but that's how you're gonna get the monkeypox.
And that's going back to what I was saying, Guti. At a certain extent, everything that we're allowing is harming someone else. Everything, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is the thing, because like if we're gonna call out the one thing, we have to call out everything. And if we're not gonna call out one thing, we're not gonna call out everything. Because if you deep it, right? And this is where the pedophilia thing gets a bit manky and the waters get murky. And this is where I need people. If you have less than 5 brain cells, please switch off the podcast now because you're going to get triggered. This needs you to actually use your brain and dive deep into these uncomfortable topics that we don't want to talk about, right? If we're saying for if you're hetero, you're straight, you're not straight, whatever, we're saying that your sexuality, that you can do nothing about it. It's not your fault that you're that way. Then pedophiles, it's not their fault that they're that way. But it's still a curse.
Different things.
No. Listen, niggas, listen. So I'm saying, Guti, let me land my thing. Because if you cut me off, I'm gonna come off mad.
Crazy.
I'm gonna sound too crazy. Let me land my thing. I'm not see, there's a difference between having the urge, being born with the urge as a pedophile, and actually doing it. Oh, are we accepting that, right? Being born with the thing there and actually acting out on it, 2 different things, right? It's morally wrong for you to approach a kid in any way, shape, or form. Because if you know you're on that type of time, you should distance yourself from kids. Because you're fucked up. But you being fucked up like that, do we know as a species what makes us attracted to certain things? At that level.
No, we don't, but then we also understand that it's wrong because we're constantly told throughout life that you shouldn't be doing certain things. There are certain rules that are given out, but now it's being watered down because of everyone's subjectiveness and stupidity.
Yes.
Of course, but also in the same breath, it's kind of not the same thing. Because you see with pedophiles, they know what they're doing is wrong. That's why they do it secretly.
Exactly.
Like, they don't come and say, hey, I'm a pedophile. No, they text these girls and they wait outside high schools.
Yes, but you see, because of the landslide of just sexual deviancy, because you can be a sexual deviant, there's nothing wrong with it doing behind closed doors, but because we're allowing everything now they're also getting a little bit G'd up with, hey, bro, I can as well. Because even the same conversation is also about animals, bro. The same conversation about animals is happening up right now.
Monkeypox!
Yeah, exactly. But you see how techy this is. Because if we allow one thing, we allow everything. Because if we keep the same energy, when someone who's fucking animals, like, I'm not really hurting anyone, but how come you guys? Because you guys, they can use the same talking points that's been used to justify whatever. It's the same thing.
They can say it, but we can all say you grew up knowing that it was wrong and you still decided to do it.
Exactly.
So you decided to do this on your own. It's not that it's subjective. It's that you decided. It's like someone robbing the bank and saying, why didn't you? Oh, but then you didn't pay off your loan the other week. Why didn't you pay off your loan? No. You stole. That's wrong.
Yeah.
But you see what's happening is that even that thing of stealing, you see how governments are working and the way shit has always worked before. That was behind closed doors is coming to the light now. That's why niggas are like, fuck, my government is stealing more, whatever, let me go ahead.
And also, the way governments steal, I know it's going to sound fucked up, it's not necessarily stealing. It's just redirecting of funds, if you want to get technical.
It's redirecting of funds that don't belong to you.
Of course, that's not for you. It's considered stealing, but it's just redirecting of funds.
But you see, even then, when we do that, right, the slope, because I could say, if I rob a bank, I'm redirecting funds because all the bank's money is insured anyway.
Well, that sounds like a good excuse to me. I don't know about you, nigga.
Bro, like you can, if you deep and you go deep enough, if you rob a bank, you'd walk in and be like, guys, don't act the hero. You're gonna get shot by us. Even if you go to securities, robbery, but don't act here. You're going to get shot for your 15K a month. Lalela. They're going to insure this money. Hamba will even give you
No. Okay, wait. Let me stop you there. That's kind of different because you're not supposed to. You weren't supposed to touch that money. Kanti, when it comes to like people like government officials and shit, the money would have to go through them in order to get to the public or to get to where it's supposed to be. Kanti, it ends up not going there. Yes, it went through the right process, but then it didn't get to its destination.
And
Kanti,
agreed upon process.
DC and
Kanti,
see,
with the stealing, you weren't supposed to touch that money. It's not yours
It's
anyway.
not yours.
but
You weren't supposed to be in the streamline of getting the money.
Exactly. And that's what happens. That holds up if we're just going to look at it one-on-one. But if you go deeper, it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. Bro.
It is, you're right. But, bro, there is such a thing as
Too far.
no, not even just too. Okay, it's too. Okay, how does something get too far? Let me ask you
You
that.
see,
I'll give you my.
in my personal thing, it's when you affect other people. It's when it has like ramifications that are negative for multiple
But
amounts
those
of people.
ramifications, what? Okay, just to get to, I want to round it up.
Sure.
Something gets too far because we all agree that it's fucked up.
Right.
Like to do
Right.
something like that. is
Right.
fucked up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm,
I agree with you. You're
Sure.
right. But think about it this way. Gay people were accepted for a long time.
And now it's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why was it like that?
Because most people are like it's fucked up.
Exactly.
And most people's minds needed to be changed.
Exactly.
Pedophilia, that can happen too.
They can't because there are degrees to things.
But
And
no. Wait. Let me land.
There are degrees to
Wait.
things. We realize that.
Before niggas, I'm not. Please. That's why I say dumb niggas who don't understand. Just log off. I'm not talking about. Okay, no. Let's take up pedophilia. Let's talk about cannibalism because this one, it's because there's also a drive for cannibalism because it's talking about it's more environmentally friendly. It has human meat has less of a footprint. Population control. We're running out of land to keep burying people. Blah blah blah. They're going to keep doing these things and they're going to put money behind it. So it's accepted.
Okay, but how are they getting these human bodies? Are they killing them themselves or are they getting dead people?
It's going to start at they're going to get dead people. It's going to start there. But obviously we know the things sides.
But at the same time, even with animals, you can't just eat a dead animal. You have to kill the animal yourself. So it doesn't make any sense.
But you're seeing 4 things to be accepted. Okay, let's talk about this, right? Yeah. Okay. Shit, this is fucking hard to talk about because I know you niggas will get it, but people who aren't let's talk about like gay pride, right? I have no problem with you being gay and exercising your thing of being gay. But I do have a problem with you walking around with your dick out and twerking all over with there's kids all over doing nasty, grimy shit like BDSM shit, right? Because even if you're straight, bro, you can't be in the streets, bro, with a mouth gag and balls in your anus, bro. On the streets, right?
That's actually the argument that a lot of people used to fight against that same thinking that's not what gay people are out here doing.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not out here trying to fuck everybody or trying to fuck.
Exactly.
Or try to
because you are a normal human being who just so happens to be gay.
Who just happens to love men or happens to love women or...
exactly. You are 1,000 things outside of that, right?
Yeah.
But for us to get to the deviancy where we're just allowing everything fucked up to happen, there had to be a gateway. Like we sneak one thing through and we sneak more things through and we sneak more things through. If at the beginning we're like, you can be gay, you be gay, be whoever you are, but just be heteronormative. When you're around people, you just somewhat fit into the natural gel of society. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. But now we all have to be deviants to prove a point. It's like, I'm doing too much to stick it to you. Like, hey.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying.
Like you're saying it's like you're overdoing it. And now it's like the principle is gone and it's like, we're talking about something completely different.
Yeah, that's kind of also like on a human level of your sexual preference isn't your personality.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's like you can sometimes, or let's say 80 to 90% of the time, you can tell if someone is gay or not by their actions or whatever. But it's not necessarily, but today, they're trying to make it more sexual than it actually is.
Yes.
They're trying to make it an identity thing.
But it's actually not.
You know what it's like, bro? It's like when you download a file online, Ganti, there's malware, some shit inside of it. Like a Trojan horse thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give one thing, but then you coming with it. Like, I don't have problem with people being gay, but it's this over-sexual indulgence thing where
Bro, Pilla, this is what Dave Chappelle said. Oh, this is the funny part. I don't get this. How do you identify? I don't get it. I get the fucking a nigga in the ass part, but like, now
you've turned fucking a nigga in the ass into a whole entire personality.
You know what I'm saying?
Why are you telling me?
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like, bro, a nigga, even when you were straight, a nigga comes to you like, hey, bro, I got the best pussy yesterday. I got pussy. It's like, nigga.
Why are you telling me? Like, even with niggas, exactly.
Like, I kissed a girl yesterday.
Why are you telling me?
Bro, it's corny. Like, okay.
It's corny as fuck.
Like, if there was something monumental that happened with, yo, guys. Like, yo, niggas, this type of thing happened.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know. Wait. Can I say something?
Sure.
Did you see how his voice changed? When he was being corny, he was like, yo, guys, I got this pussy on. When it was like some
real
shit,
shit,
he was like, yo, guys, yo.
Yeah, well,
and that's how you know as a nigga.
You see? Oh, okay. Now this is different.
Yeah, but we actually humble ourselves whenever we have an amazing experience. We're like,
yo, guys, excellent. No, chance.
My mind was blown.
You're sure, boy. You're
not gonna come to me and be like, yo, no.
No, you're gonna be like, yo, guys, yo.
Sensational.
Okay,
and you see, bro. You see those things. You see how I was saying the same thing. Yeah? I was saying the same thing, but the tone in voice, the way I was saying it, my everything, like things are not that simple. It's not that straightforward. Yeah. This is what even this conversation. It's not that straightforward. So we pulled this back all the way from hair and but like the reality is, the more we accept.
Yeah.
The more we accept. And we need to get to a point where we put the line down and like we need to just have a standard thing. Because gravity, as much as you want to say I can fly, whatever, you can't do anything about that. If you can't do anything, it's just what it is. And the problem is now we've blurred all the lines. Before long, okay, now we don't even know what a man and a woman is, bro. Now, before long, we're going to get to a point like, what is gravity? What is the color blue? Like, oh no, blue is not really blue. It's kind of red. It's kind of... Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
her, they, she...
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, let's just have the standard thing, and then you can deviate from the standard thing. But imagine now if rulers weren't completely straight now, bro. Because now we have to change.
There were... You see, that's the thing. That's the thing about life. There were rulers that were just hardcore plastic, and then there was flexible plastic. You know what I'm saying? So
like even then the straight side is still straight, bro.
You know what? One thing I can always say though, like about everything, as much as we can modify or try to make things different, I know one thing about this world: real always remains
real, man.
And it's always for some reason outshadows or outdoes all that fake shit.
But you know what's the problem, bro? We've gotten to the point where all the fakies are getting together and they're cancelling you for being real.
True.
Yeah, but at the same time,
they have no power though.
Yeah, that's number one. Number two, we're so lucky that we live in a country where, in real life, outside 10 toes, none of this matters.
Yeah.
10 toes, none of this matters.
In the West, it matters.
They can do that. With them, they're so. What can I say? They're so
ideological.
The
ideological.
They're so ideological, and they take their shit seriously. Yes, if you just log off your social media, you won't know. Right? You see, this is why I always don't know what's going on 24/7, because I log off and I carry on with my life.
Yes.
And then I see what's this happened.
Yo, bro, that's an ism, because I actually took a break of Twitter Spaces because people are fucking weird. Like, you can hear when someone doesn't have a life outside of this. Like, you're here because you don't have friends, innit? Like, these are the people you talk to just on a regular basis, right?
It's given people. Social media has given people. Oh, it's filled the void of.
Bro. Sorry to cut you, but for a moment I thought you were gonna do a bad bitch thing, like, it's giving. It's giving.
Nah, but to be honest, social media gave weirdos a voice.
It gave weirdos a voice, and
it gave weirdos and dumb people a voice.
Yeah. Not only a voice, but it gave weirdos and dumb people a place where they can all come together and play Dungeons and Dragons and act like this shit is actually real.
And I was actually thinking about this the other day. It was like, nowadays you actually, like, even if you're trying to have an intellectual conversation with someone, sometimes you pause yourself and you're like, this motherfucker might not get it. Like,
yes! And this is exactly why when I started this, if you have less than 5 brain cells, come off it, because you're just going to get triggered. You're not going to hear something, you're not going to interrogate the full thoughts, but because it makes you uncomfortable, you'll jump. And this is why I love what Wesley said. And I'll take out the sensational.
Sensational.
The Let Me Mansplain Bible of sensational.
Sensational.
Wesley chapter 1 verse 15. Social media is like a woman's hair salon.
Facts.
Because you're gonna go there. You know that in the woman's hair salon, people are just talking shit. You're gonna go there all serious, like, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. Yes, it may not be true, but you're gonna look like an idiot trying to play their game.
Exactly. It's like, you see, even this Red Power Ranger thing. I keep saying Red Power Ranger.
Bruh,
This is leader of the group.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
A lot of dudes, like, at first, a few dudes were like, no, there's no such thing. And then the other woman would come gaslight them and was like, well, that means you're not the leader. And then when the jokes came in, I was like, yes, thank you, guys. I kept saying, I even said this on that social media salon episode, roast. Just roast.
Roast the man them. Roast the man them. Because if you invest in...
Roast the hands that try to project this stupid ideology on you. Just roast whoever says those shit.
Roast everyone. But you know the problem with social media? You don't win that game. Because even when these roasts, bro, one thing I've noticed is that women will roast niggas permanently. A nigga will just do a little fat joke.
No. Peter, that's being personal. I'm saying, like, all those niggas were posting videos of niggas shouting at other niggas saying, hey, when my squad doesn't want to go get ice, or when my squad doesn't want to follow me. Like, it was funny shit.
That's raw, yeah. That's cool, but I'm just talking about even those roast games. Like, you can never really roast, like, very few women, you can roast them and go back and forth and be sensational. I'm sensational, and you sensational, and she's sensational. Like,
now you think about it too deep. You think about it too deep. Like, it's just about putting the joke there, and like you have to like generalize it. You have to be a person who doesn't think about that, especially that situation, too deeply. Like you just have to just throw the joke out there and be like, you're kind of making fun of yourself, but then also making fun of them and showing them how stupid it was. And like my bad cut, but like to what K.A.N.E was saying is that from what K.A.N.E was saying is that for me, I used to have that sense of entitlement or the sense of entitlement of why is everyone else so stupid type thing. Yes, the three of us grew up as intelligent niggas. And then as I continued to grow up, as I got older, and as I got into my profession is basically breaking down complex information and systems and making it simple for people. And then once I started applying that to my real life, I realized it would say, oh, okay, sure. Yes, people may not get everything that you say to them. People may not understand everything you say to them because their level of thinking is not anywhere near yours. But at the same time, it's like, you know the age-old saying of, if you can't explain this to a 6-year-old, you don't know it at all.
Yeah.
So sometimes you kind of have to simplify it.
Dumb it down.
Simplify it into minces for them.
Exactly. And here's another thing that's on top of that, bro, because I think about it like this. Ideas are useless if they stay in your head, right? Ideas are useless if they stay in your head. And in order for you, words are like a container for ideas. It's like a package for ideas. Because if you want to give an idea to someone else, you're not just going to put your heads together and it's going to go through on Bluetooth transfer. You're going to have to tell them about it. They have to soak it in, agree with it, and then you do the shit together, right? And when you have a package, bro, you can't just give the package just like that. This is why there's packaging. This is why companies spend billions in terms of R&D on packaging, because the package needs to be accepted. So even if you give an idea to someone, you need to use the right words, say it in the right way, and phrase it in a way that is going to be acceptable by those people, that they'll take it in.
Personalize the packages.
Exactly.
Become Netflix, become Amazon Prime. Or
exactly.
I like what both of you are saying, because it's like, with the simplifying part, one problem that I've had with the simplifying thing is a lot of people have used it against people who don't know anything.
Exactly.
To take advantage of them.
Exactly.
Right? And then and sometimes, I mean, everyone knows sometimes when something is too good to be true, it normally is. But some people, if a person doesn't know any better, they don't know
any better.
They're gonna get caught up in that shit.
Absolutely. And on top of that, bro, there's like a little thing I'm guilty of is that I could say the thing plain and simple, but I want to say it in the most sensational way possible, because I know that in saying it the way, or that's the most sensational...
That's personalizing.
It's either personalized, but I want a certain reaction. So, for example, like when you say shit, so I'll use a red pill thing. That thing of saying, bitches ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. That is to get a reaction. And only a small amount of niggas who are pissed off are going to take it at face value and run with it. But if you say, listen, just love yourself and stop letting women who ain't shit take over your life, more people are going to accept that message. But because you want it,
No.
what do you
That's
mean?
extremely wrong. You got that backwards. Niggas want you to bash other hands so that they can feel better about themselves about being played or being simps.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Guti. Angiti, even the simp niggas.
You said it backwards.
No, but I'm saying simp niggas would take that message of love yourself and whatnot. The message would be accepted by more men if you said it in a more pleasurable way, because most niggas are simp niggas.
No. Like, you see, when you tell a nigga to take care of themselves, or like respect yourself in terms of picking women, it's not good. Love yourself, my G.
Love yourself, my G.
It's not gonna get to there. It's not. So when you say, hey, bruh, don't do this because
Bitches ain't shit.
then that's when
That's
you
when
right. That's when they chow. But I just realized something. One of the very first famous simps was Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize that until probably 5 years ago or so.
That's not really a realization then.
No, I paid it back 5 years ago. I realized that's 5 years ago. It's just I'm only mentioning it now.
Now, Rascal. Okay, I got
but
you.
it's like after SZA said, "Real niggas do not deserve pussy," and I was like, wait, what's going on now? So then I actually sat down and thought about it because she used the whole Forrest Gump analogy.
He deserved the whole box of chocolates.
Exactly, eating ass. You see, they keep talking about eating ass.
Monkeypox, boy.
Nah, but what I'm saying
that is the name of the episode. It cannot be anything else.
You'll see. But when he was the first simp, it's like, okay, cool. Yes, here's the thing. When you look at something as it is versus what's the word I'm looking for? The message behind it all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're stripping it down to the bare essentials versus how it makes you feel, kind of thing.
Yeah. So when you look at Forrest Gump, he was a gentleman and everything. That's perfectly fine. He was chivalrous and all that stuff. But then on the other side of the coin, that nigga was wasting his time.
He's a simp, yeah.
You're chasing around a girl who's fucking every different type of nigga, got pregnant, and
gave you AIDS. Yeah, she gave him AIDS. And I think she gave him AIDS and she left him with the kid.
Because the baby,
she had a baby mama. Yeah.
And she left him with, did she die?
I don't remember, dog.
But she disappeared, though.
Yes,
she left him with the child. And it's like, oh no, you're such a good man that you deserve to stay with the child. That nigga was the first simp on TV.
Bro,
one of the first.
And you see, that's the thing.
Never even done.
And this is the thing.
Never even push for the pussy. Where is
Forrest Gump when you need him? And this is a gaslighting thing. Going back to the thing of that social media shit is a hair salon. Because if you're going to go there and argue about your preferences, you're going to end up being sucked in.
It's okay, bro. But at the end of the day, we all okay. No one's gonna be like, okay, yeah, my preference, that age-old thing of people arguing. I feel like as much as it's still there and it's still strong and it's still prominent, people don't care that much. Maybe 2% don't care anymore. 2% don't care anymore out of everyone else.
We need to stop doing this thing, like you said. We need to stop doing this thing where we assume that we are the norm. We're not.
No. I'm saying today, 2022 versus 2020. 2020, everyone was scared to say what they felt. Men were scared to say what they felt. Now, in 2022...
the OG, the Kevin Samuels, he balanced the scales. He balanced the scales. As sensational as it is, and sensational some of these niggas are, it's fighting fire with fire. Because the Gundam have been sensational, bro. They've been.
Yeah, for me, it's I don't mind if you fight fire with fire. It's just... I don't in real life. I don't
need it. I don't need the energy.
Back and forth with a
woman, yeah. I don't need the energy, but I understand. I wouldn't do it, but I get it. I get it. Exactly. Good for you. But me, it's like, there's no return on investment,
bro. I grew up with sisters. I'm tired of talking.
Sensational.
Bro. No, I'm alright. And you see, that's what the beginning of the episode when we were talking about the fact that not having women around you consistently, women become this ethereal thing that you put on a pedestal rather than just people. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to expose yourself to them so much until you argue with them online and you do all this shit.
It's the same.
Bro, niggas have pussy issues.
It's also that, but also when you look at it in real life, even as South Africans, where we still have that mental training. You see, this is where apartheid was a fucking perfect system where it's fucking affecting generation after generation.
Yep.
I always think about this, that Yazi, people will always try to bend over backwards for white people, or not even for white people. Let's say you're working for a company, whatever. You're gonna try act extra nice to your manager because you were told that you're supposed to beg for a job. As a black person, you're supposed to beg for a job.
Man.
It's fucking 2022. I'm not gonna suck up to you. I'm gonna do my job properly. And I know a lot of people hate me because I don't suck up. It's the craziest thing on earth. It's like, yo, listen, I'm a professional. I'm here to do the job. Let's get shit done. That's all I want to do. I'm not here to try and
also on top of that, they get you to feel like you need to do extra.
That's true. That's true. They kind of force you. They kind of force you into overworking yourself, but that's like a whole different avenue.
And another thing that I want to add, you know what, with people who, because the same people who say you're acting up for the boss, but when the boss asks, or when umlunge kuluma, everyone keeps quiet.
Yeah.
When I say something and I talk to the white guy and I tell him we're not happy with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I also say what we're also happy with. I'm honest. I'm an honest guy.
Yeah.
I keep it real. I keep it G. Motherfuckers gonna be like, oh no, you're sucking up to him, or even to a point where some niggas are gonna be like, oh, we need something, we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bro, won't you go tell him, like, nigga, what the fuck you think I am? You think I'm Bass's boy? I'm not scared of the nigga, and you shouldn't be as well. We're at work.
Bruh,
we're just at work.
Hey, bro, that's the thing. Like, I keep saying to, like, let's say in the corporate work or any type of work, not even corporate, any type of work, is that everyone wants to like play a part but not actually do the work. Like, you want to be there and say, no, I do this, but you don't want to actually do it. Everyone wants everyone else to do it for them. So it's like, guys, we're actually here to work together and to actually reach a common goal, but no one actually wants to fix the problem. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
No one.
Strong.
No one. Everyone just wants to do the least and try to act like someone else's boss.
Yeah. Exactly. They want to do the least and get the most. Because it's even the same with job titles. Like, when a nigga describes what he was doing, he'll add facilitator here, job manager there, do this, then the other, but he's a pencil pusher.
So sad.
That's all it is. That's all it is, bro. Like, when you look at the title and how they try to paint it like they're on something, but when you look at the productivity and the output, it just doesn't match.
And that's why in the workplace, that's the reason why. Because at the end of the day, your work ethic doesn't necessarily get you anywhere. It's who likes you, basically. That's why 90% of managers, not 90%, let me not even put a percentage. A lot of managers can't manage people, but they can do the job.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, we liked you, but then now they think, okay, sure, I'm at this level, so now I can shit on everyone.
Yeah, and there's leadership and competence. Those are two different. Those are two. It can be facilitated, but you have to have it in you. Like how they say now, you gotta have that dog in them. It's got to have that dog in you, dog. Got to have that dog in you. But if you don't, it is what it is. And that's the thing. People think being really good at something equals you're going to be able to lead people.
Nah.
Messi is not someone that can be able to
teach people.
Messi's not a natural born captain.
He's not a captain. He's just he's exceptional at his craft. But leadership in its own is a craft also.
Bruh, N'Golo Kante is our best player, but he's not
captain material. Exactly.
That's just how it is.
Same with Lewandowski.
Great player. Is he not?
For Bayern?
No, I'm saying captain material in J.
No.
Isn't he the captain of Poland?
Yeah, but he's the best player. How are you gonna get fucking like Neymar, bro? Who's gonna tell Neymar what to do in that Brazil squad?
Oh hell no. I'll never make Neymar the captain.
Yeah, but who are you gonna make captain? Like maybe Thiago Silva.
Someone who Neymar's gonna see like, hey, OG. But then Neymar's like 30 now, right?
Yeah. So he should be OG, but also it's like when it comes to it, you have to be so exceptional as a leader if the rest of it is lacking, right?
Bro,
so if you're a shit leader, say for example Flamini. Matthew Flamini is an excellent leader, but as a footballer himself, he's not that good. So like giving him the captain's armband would be a great move, but then also niggas won't really take it from him.
But also at the same time, in terms of sports, they are also dressing room leaders.
Right, you see what I'm saying?
So there's one where it's for the marketing and everything. They have to have the C on their arm.
Yeah.
And then there's dressing room leaders where they know, see, once we go into halftime and we need someone to motivate us, this is the nigga's going to say,
yeah. And you see, that's what I'm saying. Leadership and actual skill. Exactly. Leadership and skill are two different things, right? Because you don't have to be the best at that thing to be the best leader. Because really what leadership is all about is getting the best potential out of everyone that is under your or who's a subordinate to
that you work with, that you're in business with.
Exactly.
It's like looking at someone like Delict. Mans is what, 23, 24 now?
22.
But
he's a leader.
Yeah, he's young. Shit. But he's a leader though.
He's a leader.
Niggas would say, this nigga can add, you know what I'm saying?
He's adds
so
some...
even though we know he's not going to be the captain of Bayern anytime soon, but we know when it comes to arranging the back, he'll say some shit. It's like we have Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, yes, he's dope as shit. He brought experience to us.
His legs aren't the same anymore, but the leadership. He's like our third or fourth captain because it's as Piloqueta, Jorginho, then him or someone. But it's like Kante, but that doesn't matter. But he has a thing where niggas will listen to him because he's experienced. He can grab the attention of the other players in the dressing room. It's just you have to have that in you. Or Cristiano now. I used to think he wasn't a great leader until I realized, no, his will to win. It's what inspires others. I saw that. You see, you remember 2016 Euros when he got injured and he was on the side, like getting niggas to go. And even on the way there, when he took what he thought was going to be the final penalty, and João Moutinho was like, I don't know. He's like, God has already decided. Come, let's go. He was hyping the boys up. He gave him the little, you know what I'm saying? And to bring it back, this is why I hate this idea. I know I'm shifting the gears a bit, but this idea that men are just natural born leaders. What the fuck?
Nah.
What the fuck?
Like, I understand we have to assume the position and everything, but not everyone is...
Natural born leader, bro. It's like maybe if we could say on the basis of zero leadership, zero skills, zero training given, you have to compare men and women, maybe then. But in the real practical thing, I know.
It couldn't be vital, bro. Like, in a real home setting and an environment, most of the time, moms lead. And then the fathers are just about protection.
Listen,
wait. That's a good point.
Hold on.
Good point.
It's a great point because this is the saying. The father is the head of the household and the wife is the neck that moves it.
Exactly.
So she would direct him, say, hey, Baba, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then be like, oh, shit.
The screw's loose.
It's like
she's making him look there.
Exactly. It's like how I explained to K.A.N.E about one of my homies where his mom is like, hey, bro, her business savviness is on another level. So the dad, all he does is pump money and he's like, hey, use the children because they have a bunch of children. He has a bunch of siblings. Use the children, get that shit done. He has the money. Because she saw the vision. She moved the head to see the vision where there's money.
And then he acts on it.
He pumped on it.
And bro, and I like how you brought that angle because if you just deep it from civilization, say 500 years ago, women are in charge of transferring culture and knowledge.
Yeah, bro.
Because Okoko would tell you stories around the fire. Your mother would be the one who teaches you manners.
Bruh, because I've never known. Like, there are very few stories. I don't know my dad's childhood from him. I know from my mom.
I
don't know shit about my dad from him.
And me too. That's so weird.
Like, no, because he would only tell you if he was like you know, we used to take like rides around his neighborhood. Like, no, this is where people used to shop.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Dad,
don't say too much.
And bro, I love how you said that because we, as men, we're just there to provide structure. They're there to fill the structure. Like water, we're there to be the container. They're there to give the life and be inside it. Because if water doesn't have a container, it's just splashing all over. It can destroy. Doesn't do anything.
He just protects, right?
We just there. We just. And if you think about it, like I said, women would stay behind, take care of the children. They would be in charge of the children's development. But they can only do that if the niggas are out there providing the framework and the structure around it.
Yep.
But now it's fucked because women can't do that fully because the structure's not there, because they have to work and also they have to do this. And I think also at the same time, I don't want to get too deep with this capitalism and whatnot, but capitalistic thinking kind of fucked us up where we look at people's contributions to society purely from a lens of how much dough you can make.
You're right, because capitalism destroyed our traditional thinking.
Exactly, because look, you being able to make money is a skill that should not be underrated. We can't do this thing of money ain't nothing. Money is not everything, but it's a whole lot, right? Because it facilitates. But how do you make your money? And after you make your money, what else?
Yeah, y'all niggas are reminding me about something, because it's like last year, like, remember when, let me not even say that, but last year my chick was like, no, baby, in order for the podcast, she listed a few things. And I was like, that's actually a great idea. But then, at the end of the day, I would have to be the person to execute it, but then she pointed me in that direction of, no, in order for you to do this, this has to happen. And she just saying it in passing. I was like, oh shit. Like, Bruh, she's looking like women improve your life in every aspect.
And when they love you.
When they
invested. Yeah.
Because then at that stage it becomes a 50-50 thing where that's where 50-50 comes from. It's not about money. Like that's the thing. They like saying, let's say, we're the ones who care about money that we don't have. We're not even talking about money. You're talking about money. We're talking about responsibilities. We're talking about how we're gonna improve our lives together. That's just about it. I don't have time. Like I'm not telling you to make the decisions. I'm saying if I like, bro, this is like, here's a perfect analogy, bro. My mom, my sister, and I did an escape room a few years ago. So of course, I know that I'm the one who's a faster thinker, but my sister's creativity, like her creative brain, is on another level. Because my sister's the type of person, like riding bikes as a kid, it took me like maybe like 3 months. She just got on it and went. She never knew how to ride a bike. So when we're in the escape room, I was looking at this thing, I couldn't find shit. So she was busy out somewhere in the corner putting some puzzle pieces back. As soon as she turned around, she's like, oh. And then the door opened. I'm like, my mom and I were just standing here the whole time trying to figure this out, but then someone else's brain, someone else's perspective helped us.
And you know what? That thing, because we can talk about the women, but I want to talk about it from the gents' perspective, nah? Because one thing I've deeped is that gents are more concerned about their ego than they are about the outcome. Because we want to make sure that we do shit our way rather than the shit getting done. You know what I'm saying?
Like last episode, K.A.N.E said, I'm in the death of ego phase. You now have to realize what's it, right? Sometimes your ego as a man gets in the way of everything.
Yes. And deep ego is a great kickstart. It's a great kickstart, but it's not
hard to maintain that shit.
Bro, because like if your life is fucked up and you're depressed and you're all over the place, like that bitch dumping you is a great motivator to get your ass off the couch. But in a year from now, if you're still running off of that, bro, it's gonna fall apart. Yeah. It's gonna fall apart.
Heartbreak is like the greatest learning curve for men. I won't even lie to you. Because it's like, once you get heartbroken, bro, Ken and I spoke about this like 2 weeks ago. It's like, nearly every single nigga, after they got heartbroken for the first time, they all hit the gym. They all change. You start to understand that like lovey shit is not gonna do nothing for you. It's not gonna do nothing for you. It's like the cherry on the top. Like whether the cherry is there or not, it's nice to have, but it's not gonna be everything. You know what I mean? In terms of emotional currency, our account is in the minus. We can't do shit without currency when it comes to emotional currency. We can't do shit with it. And when it comes to tangibles, yes, we can. Man. And this is why if we have to, because I think another thing about men, bro, we're very binary. Like we go between extremes. Yeah. So if we had to choose one of the two extremes, rather loving women and then getting this money, I discipline myself.
Money all day, bro. And exactly. I'm so disciplined, dog. I always tell this nigga, bro. I was, bruh, don't fuck with your money. Bruh, like, do not stick your dick where you make your money. Bruh. Don't stick your dick in your honey, bruh.
Don't get your honey where you get your money.
Never.
We've been saying that.
Don't make your money minor over vagina.
Sensational.
Bruh.
And here's the thing.
Don't compromise your chips over pussy lips.
Sensational.
That's fine. That's facts, though. Like we've been saying that since episode 1, because there will be temptations.
There will be
a lot of temptations. But bro, and you see, here's the thing.
Sure.
Like this is where ego comes into play. Because I thought, everyone thought that I was crazy. Niggas was talking shit about me, saying, I was slow, telling the girl that wanted me that he's slow. I always kept it steady. To the point that she left the company, and I was still doing my work. It's like, imagine if I engaged. Imagine the amount of stupid bullshit I have to go through. Now she has an attitude. It's my problem. It's my fault. When I'm coming to work, I'm coming to laugh with my coworkers. I'm not coming to figure out relationship shit.
And you know what? I don't know if you said it. I don't know who said this, but I really do believe that pussy is a woman's ticket to go crazy. It's like once you have it, or once you stick your foot in, it gives her the license to put all her shit on you. But if you stay away from it, it's like, you're not entitled to give that to me.
No. Wait.
I can already tell it. Nigga, you play!
No.
You took my boy now!
Okay, no.
before we get to K.A.N.'s point, you're right in terms of the definition of what you're saying, but at the same time, in this day and age, it doesn't necessarily work like that anymore.
What do you
Okay, here's how I see it. The way women operate today is that you don't even have to touch them for them to go crazy. Y'all niggas know my situation.
Yeah.
You don't even have to touch her,
but
and she'll go crazy. Now they think, oh no. If you look to my direction, then I can go crazy. It's not about the pussy anymore. The game has changed. It's about emotions.
I think you know the problem with that. I think the problem is because of too many supple niggas. Because it's like I think supple niggas have raised the stakes so much now that you're just giving things away for the bare minimum. Because I think at least there's a mutual exchange of value. For what?
Listen. I'm having a moment. This is my sick. Go back to any episode, whichever episode it was. This is another moment of deja vu. I'm so sure I've said this before, where we were talking about this exact same topic. K.A.N.E was laughing like this, and I literally said on mic that I was having deja vu. This is fucking deja vu. We've done this before. We've been in this moment. The lights were on. Literally, the setup was like this. Deja vu. Like we've said this before, and we've been in the situation. I'm like, okay, he's about to laugh. He starts laughing. Like I always have deja vu, bro. It's so many shit.
Yo.
K.A.N.E, what was your point?
Oh, yeah.
No, because I'm saying, if you even have to entertain her or her bullshit just so that you can get there, and then you have to entertain it after you've got that shit, it's because you let yourself get there.
Yeah.
You let yourself get there. Me, I don't do that. Me, I tell you, okay, baby girl, we do what we do, and we leave. And if we can't, it's close. I see you next year. You know what I'm saying? It's when it's all over. I feel like that thinking stems from a nigga having to play a character. Realizing that, okay, this is what she wants. Okay, let me play it.
Okay.
Then you play. Then you get what you want, and then you're like, and then now it's uncomfortable for you. So that's
right.
Now you want to go, and now it's hard for you to leave. Now she starts going crazy. It's because you played that character. You stepped in. If she said she was looking for a good guy,
right? Right.
You ain't no good guy. You know the fuck you are.
Boy, yeah.
You know you are.
Boy.
Bro, please.
Okay, I think that's a different thing.
This is why I say Wes. I think Wes is also saying we've had this conversation because it led up to us saying, don't change for the pussy.
At
the end of the day, just do you. If it doesn't accept you,
Shia. Because you're not optimizing. You're trying to force yourself into a football team when you know you can't play that brand of football.
Bro,
you're forcing yourself to Man City when you can't even play tiki-taka.
No, I hear that. That's an ism still, but that's not what I was on about. That's what I was talking about in the work environment. Like, you swipe the card and then the amount comes out. Not Wuti, the amount just comes out. That's what I'm saying, Wuti. If you mind your business and you do what you do, she's not going to try to put that crazy on you. You know what I'm saying? Because what gives you the audacity? At least if I get some pussy from you, then you feel a little bit more audacious.
No! She must not feel... Even if I get... Bruh, do not let these bitches go crazy.
Listen.
No, wait. K.A.N.E actually has a point because here's the thing. You have to, like I said earlier on the pod, where I had to stipulate to the parties involved that, listen, I don't play these type games. And then they assumed form. Then suddenly for the girl, things became respectful. She started speaking to me respectfully. She stopped, like, being all buddy-buddy to me. And I realized, no. You allow, we've all said this, we've allowed all of this shit.
Yes. But
you allowed it.
I think we're having two different conversations. Not that that's something you should do. I'm saying, Uguti, in just a normal situation with normal niggas and how women react to normal niggas, that's the thinking. Uguti, I've done this, you've done this, therefore I get to do this. But if the real is the real and the ism is the ism, I think that's a prerequisite. I don't feel like the need to say it.
Just figure it out.
Anyway.
I'm not doing less with you.
Sensational.
Yes, dog. You know what's funny?
No, actually, wait, before you continue. I actually thought this morning, because there was a situation yesterday where I was like, got into, not a real altercation, but it's like a nigga was just acting super funny. And then I realized, the only way people will listen is if you act like a disappointed parent. Like if you're gonna act like all tough and shit, niggas not gonna listen. I literally put my hands behind my back like Homeland, and I was like, "Why are you doing this?" And he didn't know how to react, and he thought this was all bullshit. I was like, "Why are you doing this?" I think there's no need to do this, bro. Like, everyone's having a good time, and then now what are you doing, bro? And then the niggas, like, he couldn't calculate and said, I've never had someone approach me so calmly before. Usually people want to go rah-rah and then like, yeah, Vela, that's what I'm used to, so we're going to fight. No. What are you doing? Explain yourself. And if you can't explain yourself, leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Let it go. It was about nothing, Vele. You wanted us to go there. Now that I'm not going there with you.
So certain...
It's an ego.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Ego.
Puss ass nigga.
Puss ass nigga.
Bro, I always say, if you can't, bro. I remember back in the days when fights were a literal, yo, bro, I was like, can I talk to you? Nowadays, niggas wanna, in front of everybody, wants to throw a punch at...
Because you know, what somehow a bottle can be thrown and there's going to be a scuffle and you're going to get away from it scot-free.
Then you...
Because a real fight, like, let's go outside. Let's go outside and let's... Because you know, most fights that are like that, when you show Guti, I know how to manage a fight. Spaceman, all of that, I got you.
Bro, the camera... And also, I saw this one fight on Twitter where a chick was recording and then she also got it. The people who are recording fights should also get it. Honestly, I'm so tired. Anyone egging it on, like, honestly, bro, whenever I stop and, like, whenever there's an altercation and I stop and I look back and then I see all the people watch. It's like in high school when we played Hipotostem, Shiva was and then random niggas who weren't even playing would come and join it. And then one day, niggas came together and then said, no. Let's catch these niggas out. Let's count who's playing. Everyone put their hands up, sure. Then when they played it and went through someone's legs, they didn't go after the guy that actually did it. They acted like it until people started running in. Then they turned around and started jumping them. That's what's supposed to happen today. Like, yes, there is no honor in, like, fights and everything, but understand that if there's an issue between people, let it be between them. And then if you want to come and add your whatever, or on social media, die.
Damn.
Shoot from a distance. From a distance.
You know what? No, you know I said that. I said that because I was watching the new Texas Chainsaw, whatever. And then the nigga came with the chainsaw onto the bus, into the party bus, and then they all took their phones out. We're gonna cancel you, bro. And then and he started killing all of them. It's like, yeah, you're gonna die because you're busy putting your phone out.
Yeah, pop.
Like the baby and I think it was Young Boy said, you're gonna die about that incident. Honestly.
Yeah, that's facts.
But anyway.
That's facts, though. Listen, niggas, I think there's something blasphemous, very blasphemous that we did. We have been so sensational, so good, so absolutely elating on this podcast, but there was still no top 5.
I was about to say that. There's no top 5.
There's no top 5. What the fuck is this? Why are you dropping the ball? See this backsliding shit? We just allow one thing to change. Wes says, let's just get to the topic. Let's not lubricate the thing first before we do the intro.
Bro, with or without lubrication, you have to have the top 5. It's just that with our topics, I couldn't come up with the top 5.
We don't need to.
There's no top 5 this week.
There's no top 5?
No, I couldn't come up with... I told you this before the episode started. I couldn't think of one.
Oh, okay, bro. But the transfer window's not done, though.
There's nothing.
It's too late.
There's nothing.
We don't have to have top 5 every episode. Niggas will have to listen to the isms.
Okay, the top 5s. So just share that.
Exactly. Tell us on Twitter.
Drop Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Top 5s. There you go.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Yo, this is, I think, finna bounce the shit. I get. So, motherfuckers, you know what this is, you know what this was, and you know what it's always gonna be, man. It's the Let Me Mansplain Podcast with yours truly, Fear Bavaria in your area.
Wesley Sniper.
K.A.N.E.
And you know, this is the Let Me Mansplain Podcast, the podcast where everything goes. Just as long as you can mansplain it. We out.